What is up, everybody? Welcome to Ray Ray's Late Night Talk. So, I had recorded a 15-minute video, but then realized you couldn't hear a word I said. So I have an AirPod in to help with the mic. So the background noise will probably be really loud. So sorry. So, let me try this again. Alright. Update. Alright. Been here 7 months. I keep my feet up because scorpions and shit. I've only encountered 2. Let's hope I don't encounter more. Anyways, 7 months we've been here. Next month, which is 7 days away, but in 8 days, which will be 7 days by the time I post this, most likely for most of the people I know, we should be closing on the house and be completely done with this house by July 10th. Like, I want to be handing the keys back to the realtor or whatever and be done with it. So, when we sold our last house, it was a 2306 square foot home. And I was like, I don't want to own that big, too much shit. No, I want to downsize. We found a house that was similar in size, very similar floor plan. I think that's why I loved it so much. But when we designed it from the ground up, because it was new construction, we didn't really get priced out, but the rate that they were giving us was just, we got priced out. So, but there was a still that at first we got denied, then they lowered the price, like $7,000, I think. I don't know. They lowered it. So then we went for it again. They were like, yay! And that house is a 2623 square foot home. So I went from a 2306 to a 2623. It's beautiful. I'll update on that more later. I don't like to talk before anything's really set in stone. We're due to close on the 2nd. I hope it all works out. So far it should. And y'all know me. Since things seem to be looking up, I'm always the person that's like, what's gonna come falling down? Which it will probably be my car. My AC's just as struggling. She's 10 years old. I'm on cabin air filter, and I'm gonna do an oil change to save myself some money and then have to take her to Honda after we close on the house because I can't be doing nothing right now. I'm on a strict money. Can't do shit. But I'm fine with that. I'm still not working. Back in like the beginning of the year, I applied to a job and they had said, oh, you got a great resume, we'd like to have an interview, blah blah blah. So there was no date or time, so I called. Oh, you'll hear something by Friday. Okay, well, I didn't hear anything by Friday. I didn't hear anything by the next Friday, and I didn't hear anything by the Friday after that either. But that Monday, I got an email that I didn't see until Wednesday, letting me know that they were holding interviews Wednesday. That I needed to call before Wednesday to get a time slot. Oops. Who checks their email all the time? Not me. So I missed that. So that was my fuck up. I'll take it. And I applied again. Get the email. Oh, great resume. We're going to call you tomorrow at noon to set up a time for an interview. So I put my phone on loud. I'm ready. 12 o'clock rolls around, 12:30 rolls around, so I'm like, dang. Checking my voicemail to see if maybe my phone like filtered it to spam or some shit. No, didn't miss nothing. Check my email. They emailed me at like 12:02 talking about, we went with somebody else. Toodaloo. Dang, y'all didn't even give me a chance. Fine, whatever. I didn't want to get a job right now anyway. So a month later after that email, I get another email saying, we've been trying to reach you via telephone and via email
been unsuccessful. So we're moving forward with somebody else.
Oh, is that the same position you done moved forward with somebody else a month ago? You ain't been trying to reach me jack diddly shit. I ain't got an email, text message, snail mail, nothing. Voicemail, nothing. Silence. And you gonna tell me we've been trying to? No, you haven't. You ain't done shit. But whatever, fine. That was back in like April. So I'm gonna apply again in July when everything's out of the way. My mama done come visited. We should be closed and moved by then. I'm gonna apply to jobs, and hopefully when I get my car to Honda, because that's where I'm gonna have to take it to get a little tune-up, I can afford it. That flame phone ain't gonna be cheap. Never is with my car. It's always something super expensive. Which I had the AC fixed like, I don't know, however long that video was I posted about it. Shit, pump broke, something else broke. I don't remember. But I had it, $2,000 gone to fix it. Charged me about as much in labor as the parts cost, but we ain't gonna go there. Anyways, what's been going on in my life? Well, a couple months ago, my sister-in-law decided she was gonna make a mountain out of a molehill, and she gonna show herself a little bit. Not really show herself, but show her ass a little bit, and she gonna say some shit, some foul shit. So I told my husband, I'm done with her. That's your problem, been your problem. She's not welcome on my property, ever. I don't want her nowhere on my property, ever. If she come here to visit, to see whatever she wanna go see, I hope you put hotel in your expenses, because you ain't staying here, or with me. Because hopefully I ain't here. Yeah, hopefully in my next video I got a completely different background, because I'm going to have to update y'all on that. Or hopefully it's not like a video of me crying, talking about how my life just falling apart. That would suck. It's probably going to happen though, you know? Can't always be looking up. We moved here, found sold our home pretty quickly. Because right now back home people are having problems selling their homes. It's just not a seller's market right now. I feel bad. We sold relatively quick for a fair price. We've been out here 7 months buying a brand new home. Still, but whatever. Brand new home. I mean, it's just going good. So the only really missing thing is me working, which I really don't want to. Because my husband, he totally got it, y'all. He can do it. It'd be a struggle. But I ain't gonna make him do all that. Oh, so I've started packing because we got 8 days, and when I wake up, 7 days to move. So we're down to plastic cups, and this is my makeshift lid because I don't want bugs in my drink. So that's basically, and then on Zafrina's birthday, which is March 29th, my mom had to call me because she had her husband, blow off the back porch, and she wiped off all the patio furniture because she was like, oh, we can go out there tonight and have a glass of wine. Nobody went out there and joined her. She was sitting out there by herself, and then she was sad. So then she had to call me when I was making a post for Zafrina on my Facebook, so I was kind of busy. I was like, hello. And she's like, dang, you sound more depressed than me. And I'm not depressed. I'm just picking a bunch of pictures of Zafrina over the years. What's up? And she was sad. She had to call me to cheer her up because she knows I can always make her laugh. That is unacceptable. You should not have to call me, of all people, to cheer you up. That's so sad. Well, I mean, I'm glad she chose me. I feel honored. But it was kind of sad. It kind of broke my heart when she got off the phone. Like, she called me because her feelings were hurt. Because nobody wanted to hang out with her. That's fucked up. If I was over there, I came and hung out with her. But I just seen her last week. She came and visited. I already miss her. My sister came too. I miss her too, but I miss my mom more. But other than that, ain't shit been going on in my life. That's about the only update I got. I'm hoping My next update's not so long away. Different background. It's a beautiful house. Ooh, I only have my feet down there, man. Scorpions. I am still loving it here. But it is freaking hot, dude. My husband says, welcome to the surface of the sun. It is hot. And my mom's like, it's a dry heat. Yeah, I said that too. And it's still hot. It's hot. But like I said, I'd rather be 103, 106 here than 103, 106 down south. Absolutely not. I wouldn't even be able to breathe. The humidity. And it's been raining like crazy. They're all getting flooded right now. We seen like maybe half an inch of rain since we've been here. It rained the other night. Sprinkled for like a minute. That was it. They're like, it's monsoon season. That's kind of scary because they're like, when it does rain, it's a lot in a short amount of time. I mean, I dealt with a monsoon when we visited in October before we moved out here. It was horrible. We had rented a vehicle and it was a Jeep. Couldn't see shit. Like, oh my gosh, I could not imagine driving in that. So that's monsoon seasons now. Still on my stuff. Haven't really dealt with a monsoon since I've moved here, though. I don't think I'm really looking forward to it either. So we're like, do we get flood insurance? And everyone's like, we don't know. When I've talked to the neighbors, they're like, do you have flood insurance? And how long have you been here? How many monsoons have you seen? And how many times were you like, oh shit, before you thought, maybe I should have flood insurance? Have you had that thought before? Because if so, then maybe we should get flood insurance. And if not, you've never had that thought before, then, we ain't got to worry about it. Which the guy was like, there's a holding pond there, there's a holding thing there, and it'd take a lot for you to flood. Like, makes sense. So, I mean, I don't think we'll need flood insurance, but, that's a whole new thing for us. Well, not really. I mean, I've heard of flood insurance. I mean, you could either be in a flood zone or not, where I'm from. It's just out here, in the desert, you really don't think of flood insurance. But then it does rain a lot at one time. So I don't know, I haven't really experienced it, but I've heard about it. Something, yeah. Like if you're in the Grand Canyon and you down the bottom and it starts to rain, you're basically screwed. You just gonna drown. Yeah. Something like that. I don't know. I read something like that. Not safe. But yeah, that's my only update. Other than that, I ain't got shit to say, shit to do. It's already been 13 minutes, so I'm sorry I've held y'all up for this. But hopefully I have a better update next time. Different background, maybe have a job, Be great. Well, if you tuned in, thanks, and see y'all next time.